Dark Silence Reviews.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like and subscribe. Welcome back, everyone. Dark Silence here with another, I guess you could say, guide for the Bestiary. This one's a little bit complicated for some, but not so much with others. I'm going to help you a little bit more than other people normally would. So we got, right out the gate, we got the Goblin. This one is near Provanka, literally everywhere. You're not going to miss the Goblin. Then we got the Goblin Guard, which is nearly everywhere as well. We got the Wolf, the Crazy Horse. You'll find those by the Chaos Shrine. We'll have the Skeleton. He'll show up in all kinds of places like the Chaos Shrine and the Marsh Cave. Marsh Cave, most notoriously known. We got the Black Widow here, near and inside the Chaos Shrine, or the Marsh Cave, or in Terra Cavern. He'll pop up quite a bit. We got the Gigas Worm. That one's also inside the Chaos Shrine, near Provanka and near Alfenheim. We got the Wargwolf, which is near the Chaos Shrine, or in the Chaos Shrine, Terra Cavern, Alfenheim, and Provanka, just near and around that area. This one is the Terra Cavern, Chaos Shrine, which is the Werewolf. The Zombie is in the Chaos Shrine or the Marsh Cave. The Ghoul will take a while to pop up sometimes, but it's definitely in the Marsh Cave. You just got to keep going and fighting in there. It's very RNG. It's also in the Chaos Shrine and near Malmone. We got Garland. Obviously, you're not going to miss him. He's the main story boss, so one of the main ones. We got the Cobra here. He's going to be in the Terra Cavern near Malmone and Alfenheim. We got the Ogre, which is near Provanka, near Alfenheim, near Malmon, Terra Cavern, and Titan's Cave. They're everywhere, the ogres, especially the Ogre Chief. He's in Titan's Cave, Terra Cavern, and near Alfenheim. You'll have the Lizard here near Provanka and the Terra Cavern. Number 17 is the Pirate. This one could be found out on the sea. Just keep on sailing around and you should have him pop up. He was a little RNG for me, but I eventually got him. The Pirate's also battleable when you fight that guy for the boat. We got the Sahagin, which is, obviously in the sea. This one's in the sea as well. The Buccaneer is very RNG. That's the one I meant. He's in the sea. Just keep sailing around, you'll eventually get him. The Shark can be found in the sea. The Big Eyes can be found in the sea, just sailing around. The Tarantula will be in the Marsh Cave, most notably. The Ghast will be in the Ice Cavern, Terra Cavern, and near Malmond and Alfenheim. We got the Scorpion. He's in Marsh Cave. He pops up quite a bit. The Shadow is also in Marsh Cave. Another one in Marsh Cave. This one's going to definitely be in Marsh Cave. They're all RNG, so keep that in mind. The Grey Ooze is in Marsh Cave. He takes a while to pop up, but you should be able to get him. Definitely keep grinding him out in Marsh Cave. Pretty common. Same goes for Gargoyle, Marsh Cave. We got the Blood Bones, which is also going to be in the Marsh Cave. Pisco Demon, he's going to be in the Marsh Cave as well. He's actually in one of the chests, I believe, so you can't miss him. You have to fight him in one of the chests. Astos, he's the main boss. You're not going to miss him. Mummy, he's in the Western Keep, the Ice Cavern, Mirage Tower, and the Terra Cavern. He's pretty easy to find. The Wraith is in the Terra Cavern and the Western Keep. The Anaconda is going to be in the Terra Cavern or the Marsh Cave. The Hyinadin. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. He's going to be in Mount Gulag or the Terra Cavern. The Lesser Tiger is going to be near Malmon, near Anrock, or the Titan's Cave. Definitely try Titan's Cave or really close to Anrock. The Minotaur is going to be in Mount Gulag or Terra Cavern. Kilgigus, he's going to be in Terra Cavern or Mount Gulag. Earth Elemental, he's going to be in Terra Cavern, or he could be in the final shrine, which is the Chaos Shrine in the past. So there's quite a few enemies that'll show up in the Chaos Shrine at the end. The troll can be found literally anywhere. I found them in the desert. I found them all over the places. He shows up all over the place near Arnok as well. Lufinia, he just shows up everywhere. He's a very common one. The white shows up in Terra Cavern or the Ice Cavern. The Ochre Jelly ends up showing up in the Terra Cavern. He will show up pretty rarely. He's on basement floor 3, 4, and 5. So remember that in the Terra Cavern, basement floor 3, 4, and 5. The Cockatrice, he's going to be in the Terra Cavern. He shows up quite a bit in the Mirage Tower as well, and the Sunken Shrine. So you'll find this one pretty easily, pretty easy. This one is, I think, story related. You're not going to miss him. He's the first enemy you fight in the final dungeon. I believe he's in there, and I believe he's also an enemy for the Marsh. Actually, I think he's in Mirage Tower and Terra Cavern. My bad. The vampire's in Terra Cavern. Apologies. Terra Cavern, Mirage Tower, and the final dungeon, Chaos Shrine in the past. The Ogre Mage, he's gonna be near he's gonna be in Mount Gulag. Definitely try him in Mount Gulag first before Arnok and Terra Cavern. But if you find them before then, you don't have to worry. The Sphinx is gonna be in Mount Gulag as well. The Lich is the boss, you can't miss him, he's automatic. This one could be found in Mount Gulag. The Piranha is going to be in the rivers with the boat, so just sail up and down the little rivers with your canoe. Same here, canoe. Anywhere on the rivers, these enemies, the Ochu, the Niachu is also going to be on the river as well. Well, actually, yeah, he's going to definitely be on the river as well. The Hydra is definitely on the rivers. The Horned Devil is going to be in Mount Gulag. Pyrolisk is going to be in Mount Gulag and the Mirage Tower. He'll show up quite a bit. Fire Elemental is going to be in Mount Gulag, or he'll be in the Chaos Shrine in the past. The Fire Hydra is going to be in Mount Gulag or the Flying Fortress. The Lava Worm is going to be in Mount Gulag or the Final Dungeon, which is the Chaos Shrine in the past. Hellhound will end up in Mount Gulag or the Mirage Tower. The Fire Lizard will end up in Mount Gulag and the Final Dungeon, the Chaos Shrine in the past. The Fire Gigas is going to be on the, I believe on the final floor is your best odds to get him, where the crystal is at. So make sure you find an area where you can go back and forth for this one. He's very, very rare, but he should pop up everywhere in Mount Gulag. But he'll also show up in the Chaos Shrine in the past. But definitely Mount Gulag is the best bet on the last floor where the crystal's at. The Red Dragon is going to be in Mount Gulag as well. She's a boss, can't be missed. The White Dragon is going to be in the Ice Cavern, most notably in the Ice Cavern. The same with this one is going to be in the Ice Cavern. Ice Cavern as well. He'll show up all over the place, the Mind Flayer. The Ice Cavern for the Ice Gigas. He's a little bit rare, so just kind of keep fighting in the Ice Cavern in order to grab him. The Spectre is going to be in the Ice Cavern. He'll be on basement floors 1 and 2. The Mirage will be in the Ice Cavern as well. This Dark Wizard is going to be in the Ice Cavern. He'll also show up in the final dungeon, so he's very highly unmissable. The Evil Eyes will be in the Ice Cavern or the Flying Fortress. He shows up quite a bit on the Flying Fortress floors 2. Desert Beretta will show up in the deserts. Anywhere there's desert, definitely find him. He's going to be in the northern continents or near Ornoc. The Sabertooth is going to be in the Mirage Tower, and he'll also be near Ornoc. The Wyvern will be in Mirage Tower, the Great Desert, Lufenia, or the Northwest. He'll show up quite a bit all over the place. I don't think this one's missable. The Worm will show up in the Mirage Tower. He does actually show up quite a bit with the last enemy in the Mirage Tower in a pair. The Manticore will show up in the Flying Fortress. Try level 1 of the Flying Fortress. It'll show up in that area. The Beretta will show up in the Great Desert or the Cardia Islands or northwest of Lufenia. The Basilisk will be in Cardia Islands, Citadel of the Trials. The Trials is most notably where I found this one, the Basilisk. It just took me a while. Just find a nice spot to go back and forth in, and he should pop up eventually. He'll also be in the Chaos Shrine in the past in basement floor 1, I believe. The Aliosaur. This one is very rare, but I got really lucky and I just found him right away without looking. He's going to be in the Great Desert. He'll definitely show up in other places, but definitely try the desert. The desert is the main area, especially the one where the tower is at, the Mirage Tower. Just walk around those areas and you should be able to find the Allosaur. That one's a little bit more rare. He's definitely RNG. The Were-Tiger will be in Mirage Tower floor 1, the first floor. Not the basement, it has to say the first floor. Or he'll be in Cardia Islands. The Sandworm will be in the deserts on the northern continent, so the same area where the Aliosaur was going to be. Minotaur Zombie will be in the Citadel Trials. Definitely find him in the Citadel Trials. He's a little bit easier to find there. King Mummy will be in the Citadel Trials as well. Medusa will be in the Mirage Tower. She's anywhere from the first floor to the third floor. But basically, try the first and the third. I would try the third. The Rakshasa will be in the Citadel Trials. Definitely try floor 2 and 3. And the Flying Fortress will be on floor 3 and 4. The Clay Golem will be in the Citadel Trials. Definitely try that place first. He'll also be in the Flying Fortress, but he's a little bit more rare. The final dungeon, the Chaos Shrine of the Past, will also be another area he's in. Nightmare will be all over the place. He'll be in the Citadel of the Trials, and he's also a mandatory fight, so you cannot miss him, especially if you do the trials for the Rat Tail and stuff. So, yeah. The Dragon Zombie is going to also be in the Citadel Trials. Check out that place first before anywhere else. This one's going to be in the Sunken City where the mermaids are. Anywhere. Basically, he'll show up anywhere. This one's also going to be in the same spot. He'll be in floors 1 through 4. He'll show up quite a bit. The Deep Eyes is a little bit rarer, but he'll show up on the first floor and the 4th floor of the Sunken Shrine. He'll also be, I think, on floor basement 3 for the final dungeon in the Chaos Shrine. The Sea Snake will be in the Sunken Shrine. He's pretty common. He'll show up quite a bit. The same goes for the Sea Scorpion. They always show up in a batch of 3. These 3: the Sea Troll, the Sea Scorpion, and Sea Snake. So you can't miss them. The Ghost is going to be in the Sunken Shrine. The Water Elemental is going to be in the Sunken Shrine. The Water Naga. This one was a little bit rare. She shows up in the Sunken Shrine on the 3rd floor, but I ended up finding her on the Chaos Shrine in the past. I believe she also shows up in the Flying Fortress, but that's just 3 areas to look for. I would definitely try getting her in the Sunken Shrine first before anywhere else. She's a little rare, so you're gonna have to grind her out a little bit. Kraken's a boss. The Tyrannosaur is gonna be in the Great Desert, the same area as the Tyrannosaur, the Allosaur. He's a little bit more common than that one. The Black Knight's gonna be in the Flying Fortress. The Chimera is gonna be in the Flying Fortress. It'll show up in other areas too, like the Mirage Tower. The Guardian is going to be in the Flying Fortress. He'll be anywhere from the 1st to 3rd floor. Actually, he's in the Mirage Tower. I found him a little bit more common in the Mirage Tower, not the Flying Fortress. He does show up in the Flying Fortress, but try the Mirage Tower first. The Mirage Tower's floors 1 through 3 should basically get you the Guardian. The Blue Dragon is in the Mirage Tower. It's also a mandatory battle, so you can't miss it. Hey, you just need to talk to a little purple guy before you go up to the Flying Fortress, and it should fight Blue Dragon. They'll show up a little bit more commonly also. The Green Dragon is a little rare. He shows up in the Waterfall Cavern. You just gotta hope that he pops up. He's very, very rare in the Waterfall Cavern, so hopefully you get him quickly. The Stone Golem is going to be in the Flying Fortress 2nd floor and 3rd floor, but it'll also be in the Chaos Shrine in basements 1 and 4. Air Elemental is going to be in the Flying Fortress, I believe on the 3rd floor of the Flying Fortress. The Spirit Naga is going to be on floors 1, 2, 4, and 5 of the Flying Fortress. Like I said, she shows up a little bit more often. The Death Knight will show up everywhere in the Death Tower and the Flying Fortress. Earth Medusa is going to be in the Flying Fortress. Black Flan shows up quite a bit in the Flying Fortress, very common one. This enemy right here gave me a lot of trouble. He's either going to be really, really easy to pop, or it's going to take you 2 to 4 hours to get him to show up. He's just as hard to find as the boss. That one's going to get us a whole segment by itself. But the soldier shows up on the 3rd floor. There's a 3rd floor of the Flying Fortress in which there's a bunch of boxes, and there's only stairs leading from one area to another. Just walk around in that area for as long as you need to, and he should show up. That's where he showed up for me. He's definitely rare. I would say he's one of the rarest. With that being said, let's move on here. We got the Vampire Lord. He's going to be in the Flying Fortress, and he's also going to be in the Chaos Shrine floors 2, 3, and basement 4. The Dark Fighter is going to be in the Flying Fortress, floors 3 and 5. This one is going to get a segment all by itself. He will show up on the final floor. I'll go into detail on a specific guide for this one. Tiamat is a boss, and you won't have to worry about anything. This one, the Rios, is going to be in Chaos Shrine in the past, and it's going to be on floor 2. He's a little rare, so keep grinding it out. The Death Eye is also semi-rare, but I found him to pop up a little bit more concurrent than some other enemies, so you might see him 2 or 3 times in the Chaos Shrine in the past. The Purple Worm is going to be in the Chaos Shrine in the past. The Iron Golem is amongst one of the harder ones that have RNG as well. You're going to have to go to the Chaos Shrine, and it's going to be on basement floor 4. And he's very RNG, so it's going to take you a while to get him for sure. He's a boss. She's a boss. These are all bosses, so you won't have to worry about them. And Chaos, obviously, is the last boss. he's tough. So watch it. Anyhow, hopefully that helped you out with Final Fantasy, the Bestiary. This one's tough, but I decided to put in locations as well. Hopefully the locations help you out exponentially to have an area to start searching for these enemies. Without a doubt, I hope that this guide helps you out. Once again, please remember to like and subscribe if any of these locations helped you out at all. And feel free to drop a comment on how hard some of these enemies were to find for you, because I'd really like to hear about it. Once again, happy gaming everyone, and I'll catch you on the next guide.